Hi, this is Pat McPherson from ITS Partners again, and today's video is going to be looking at power management settings. So, being out in the field, one of the things I get asked a lot is, gosh, is there a good way that I can kind of push out settings for all my laptops and all my desktops, and kind of get them all looking the same way as far as power control? So yeah, we can definitely do that now in 7. And to do that, let me go ahead and demonstrate. So to get started, we're going to launch the Altiris console, and we're going to navigate to Jobs and Tasks. And to get there, you go to Manage, and then go to Jobs and Tasks. I'll expand the window here. Alright, so I made a folder. I just called it ITS Partners. I made a folder here called Power Management. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on it. I'm going to go to New, and I'm going to specify Job or Task. Now there's lots of information in here. But I want to focus on the Power Scheme tasks. So I'm going to select Power Scheme Settings task. I'm going to select that. I'm going to give it the name Altiris Desktops. Alright, so what settings do I want to give it? How about we turn off the monitor after 2 hours, turn off hard disks, never, system standby after an hour, and system hibernates, we'll say never. Alright, and running on batteries, we'll just keep kind of the defaults right there. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead now and click OK. There we go. We have a power setting task. Not much to it. So a couple things that we can do is I could specify a schedule. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We could push this setting out to make sure that our users aren't changing it, and these settings are applied to all the machines out there. I'm going to specify to run this though now. If you want to, we could set this to run on a schedule, run it every day, for example, or once a week. However you want to set it up. But for this example, I'm just going to push it out now, and the machine that I want to add, I'll just click on Add, and I'll add a computer. I got a little demo box here. It's just called ITS XP. So I'm going to type that in. Now I don't have to do it this way. I could have selected a filter, which would be basically a collection of machines that I would specify. Maybe I wanted to push this to the all computer filter, or maybe I want to push it to all desktop computers or all laptop computers. I could have specified those settings. But for this example, I just want to target one. I'm going to hit OK. And that's it. Let's go ahead and get this scheduled. I'm going to click on Schedule. And there we have it. So it's going to run immediately. So I'm going to switch over to my XP machine. And here it is. And let me pop open my Altiris agent. I'm going to click on Task Status and see how it's already ran it. New task is received. So if I click on task history, here I see it. And that's the cool thing with 7 and the task server, is it kind of goes like bang bang. That's me snapping my fingers. it just kind of pops out those tasks pretty right away. So Altiris Desktops, Update Stack, Power Scheme. Alright, success. And I had a failure. I don't remember what it was. I was probably playing with something earlier. But anyways, let's take a look at the control panel. And I'm going to take a look at, oh gosh, where is the guys? Power options. Screen blind. So there we go. And here we see it. Here's my Altiris power scheme that I applied. And I'm going to turn the monitor off after 2 hours, turn off hard disks never, standby an hour, and system hibernate never. So that's a cool thing to be able to push out. So let me go back to the notification server, and we can actually add to this. Maybe we wanted to do an inventory of all the machines, okay? And actually, let's do that. Let me click on New and go to Job or Task. What this is going to do is it's going to kind of look at all the Power Scheme settings. Oops, clicked the wrong one. Power Scheme inventory. It's going to look to see what exactly are my machines in my environment, what are their power settings set up as. So I'm going to click OK. And now I'm going to do a new schedule again. I could type in a quick add. There's lots of different ways to get to the same results, right? So this time I'm going to do a quick add and just hit schedule. I'm going to tell it to run now. There it goes. I'm going to switch back to my XP machine and launch the Altiris agent. And here you see Power Scheme Inventory, and it's already done it by the time I switched over. So 158, so it just did it. Cool. So why do we do that? Well, we do that for our report purposes. Now, here's something else we could have done. As I made two separate tasks, maybe I want to make it a job. So to do that, and the reason why we would want to make it a job is maybe we want to execute a number of tasks in a row. So if I clicked on New and went to Job or Task, and this time we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom, and I'm looking for Client Job. So let me go ahead and select that. And once it loads up, I can start adding in a bunch of my pre-created tasks to this particular job. Or I could create new ones if I wanted to, and I could go through and create a new task. But we've already made some, so I'm going to use some of the ones that we've already made. So I'm going to go ahead now and click on Add Existing. And once this comes up here, I'm just going to specify, hey, it was under ITS Partners, under Power Management. I'm going to tell it to go through and let's deploy our Altiris Desktop Power Scheme. And I'll select OK. And I could keep adding in multiples in here. So I clicked on Add Again, and this time I'm going to specify, hey, come down here, and let's do Power Management, and let's do a Power Scheme Inventory, and I'm going to select OK. So now when this runs on any machine that I specify from here on out, it's going to go ahead and do all the tasks in this particular order. And I can change the order, so I could drop that down, it would move that down, or I could bring it back up. So yeah, it's pretty slick stuff to be able to specify. We could also say, hey, go ahead and fail the job if any of the task fails, or or not specify that and just have it continue in the job process. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm just going to call this Power Client Job and click OK. Alright, so the next thing I want to show you is going to be reports. If I clicked on reports and went to all reports, we're going to take a look at Power Scheme and Power Scheme settings. So this is a very informative report, and what we can do is we can start specifying, show me all the machines that are enabling hibernation, and everyone that's using a hard to be able to turn hard disk off if it's less than 30 minutes. So lots of information that we can get here, and this is going to show you per user and the machine as well. Once it scrolls over, and there it is. So another neat thing that we can do is, as always, in any report in Altiris, we can come up to the very top here and see where it says Save As. We can save this as a spreadsheet. We could save this as a snapshot. So if I did a snapshot, let me go ahead and do that. It's basically saving the results of this report into the Altiris system. So now if I wanted to, I could select View, and I could specify a snapshot, and the snapshot was taken at 12:11 today. And we could add in multiples in here, and to demonstrate that, I could click Save As, and I would specify snapshot again. And then once that saves, you will see the drop down. There'll be two different reports available to me, and which one I want to look at. Alright, so thanks for watching, and again, as always, if you get any questions, feel free to shoot us an email or call our office, and we'll get them answered for you. Thanks for watching.